Booker T. Washington by Tanada Stanton, Tika English, and Brittany Johnson. Booker T. Washington was born April 5, 1856, in Hellsford, Virginia. Washington was born into slavery to a white father and a slave mother in a rural area in southwest Virginia. It is not known who his white father is because he took no responsibility for him. After emancipation, he worked in West Virginia in a variety of manual labor jobs before making his way to Hampton Roads seeking an education. Booker T. Washington became an inspirational and motivational speaker for African Americans in Black history. In 1895, at the Atlanta Exposition, educator Booker T. Washington delivered his Atlanta Compromise speech, stressing the importance of vocational education for blacks over social equality or political office. After many speeches and tasks that Booker T. had accomplished, he published A Note from Slavery. An autobiography in 1901 is a memoir from Washington's earlier days of slavery on the plantation and his emancipation at the age of 9. Washington would go on to be the single most powerful influence to disenchanted young blacks nationwide. Booker T. Washington was a legend because of the change he brought forth and the hope he kept alive, not only in blacks, but whites as well. In 1915, he died at the age of 59. Booker T. Washington was a man who overcame near impossible odds himself. Booker T. Washington is best remembered for helping black Americans rise up from the economic slavery that held them down long after they were legally free citizens. Knowing the leader he was, Booker T. Washington's National Monument restores the boyhood of a man who thought what he did was right. It has been restored to resemble what it might have looked like during that time. The place itself is unremarkable, but the place in context with the most difficult part of American history truly makes one think. But there were two faces to this racial movement, another leader. W.E.B. Dubois was born on February 23, 1868, in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. He became the first African American to receive a Ph.D. from Harvard in 1895. In 1897, Dubois explored and confronted the South in person, and also studied the direction of Southern society. Dubois went on to become the leading black intellectual of the 20th century in the United States. The Souls of Black Folk, in 1903, written by W.E.B. Du Bois. In one piece, Du Bois tells of the death of his young son in Atlanta. Du Bois expresses the rage, sadness, and frustration that he submerged in his less personal writing. In 1905, Du Bois founded the Niagara Movement, which became the NAACP, in opposition to the conservative approach to issues concerning African Americans taken by Booker T. Washington. He organized the first 4 Pan-African Congresses in 1919 through 1927 and presided over the 5th. A prolific writer capable of expressing himself in many disciplines, stood for black rights and only that. He would not settle for the conservative and more positive side as though did Booker T. Washington. With judgment, Du Bois went on to be a scholar, activist, writer, and editor, a recipient of the World Peace Council Prize in 1952 and the Soviet Lenin Peace Prize in 1959. Sadly, on August 27, 1963, Du Bois died in Accra, shortly after becoming a Hanan citizen. These videos are for educational purposes only.